Welcome to Solar Dominion. This is a project based on a game that I used to play at the University of Illinois in the early 1980s. I'm just going to do a quick pass through a game here to give you an idea on how the controls work and how to play the game. When you first come in, if you've previously been playing the game, you can resume your previous game, or otherwise you'll start a new game. Let's start a new one. Choose easy for now so that you can learn how to play the game. When you come in, your home planet will be selected. You'll see some other planets in the area. You can use the plus and the minus to zoom in and out to see the solar system. You can pan around with the mouse, or if you're on mobile, you can touch and drag. You can also use pinch and zoom on the mobile, and you can use the wheel mouse to zoom in and out. When you reach certain zoom levels, you'll notice that the numbers show up. That's the number of armies that are either on the planet or on the ships. So as I've been talking here, you'll see that there's some other ships being created here. These are actually the AI players that have created a ship, and they'll start to conquer other planets as well. So let's take this as an example. We've got a home planet here. So let me just hit my home button to go to my home planet. I'll say I have 25 armies. When I click on a planet, you'll see that there are a series of buttons that show up here with activities that I can do. I'm going to upload an army to a ship in this case, or I can also download multiple armies just by clicking on it. And when I click on the last army to download to the planet, the ship will disappear, but then it'll be recreated the next time I upload. You can see where this ship is Team 3 with 22 armies, and he's probably heading to conquer that planet. What I could do, which is an interesting idea actually, is let's upload a bunch of armies here and be aggressive and go over here, navigate the ship to his planet and conquer him while he's busy over there. You can do this early in the game because typically the AI players and of course myself as well will not have many planets. We'll have probably just our home planet. And so if I get lucky, you can see there's a lot of activity going on here. I have to click on his planet that I'm going to be attacking, and I'm neutral toward him right now, but I'm going to become an enemy so that I will start actually downloading armies, one army per round, onto his planet. You can see this is my home planet up here still. Let me just go back and look at that. And here's my ship down here, and I'm attacking this one. Now, this is interesting because we have another team that's coming over. It's possible he's coming toward this planet too, because it has very few armies. We'll see. Yeah, so he's jumped in orbit now, and we're actually having combat. So I have 14 armies on my ship. He has 16, so this is not going to go well for me. And while and then we have the other opponent that's coming back. This is actually Team 3 owns this planet, and this is a Team 3 ship. So what's happened is Team 3 has come back to defend his planet, and I'm just going to get out of here. So I can do this a couple of ways. I can either navigate my ship, or I can select my home planet and click gather, and that'll bring all my ships back to the planet that I'm gathering on. So the other thing that's interesting is notice Team 3 decided, oh, that's interesting. He navigated away and then he came back. So I'm not sure what's going on here. The AIs have their own rules that they follow, so you have to be careful about that. So now I'm back here again on my home planet. The aggressive move I made didn't work very well. And what I'm going to do instead, I could go attack. Let's just do that. Let's go ahead and let's go over and get this planet, actually. This one's a little smaller. It's only got one army. Now, this is risky because, oops, this guy is right here, and he's got 15 armies, and he may be coming in around my planet, but he didn't. He went up here instead. So let's just go for this since we're just demonstrating how this works. While we're talking, we can pop up the information and see how each one of the teams is doing. I can see Team 3's actually been eliminated here. They have 0 armies and they're gone, which means probably that little battle that we saw is done. Now, what happened up here was that I came in orbit around this planet that's unoccupied and automatically attacked it and took it over. So again, what I can do now is bounce back to my planet, see how it's doing. I can zoom out and see there's a lot going on out here. But basically now I have 2 planets, and I think what I'm going to do is bring my ship back with 13 armies to this location and see how things evolve. So anyway, the info button will let me, or the info window will let me pop around. I can see team 4, and he's got this team, this AI has several things spread around. Could be a she for that matter. I can see how this is going. If I select a team and then deselect it, it will show all of the things that I can see. So I can see these are teams that are at war with me or I am at war with them. The concept of relationship goes two ways. For instance, in this case, I can see team 3, which is eliminated, I was an enemy of, and I'm neutral with all the other teams right now. But because these are showing up red, I know they've declared me as an enemy. So I have to be aware of that as the game goes on. Let's see what else we can talk about. I think that's pretty much the basics. So the idea is that you have a home planet, you have your team, you can build armies, you can build ships that carry armies, you can navigate those ships. When I have multiple planets like I do here, I can navigate between them. I could make this my home planet. And the big advantage there is that now when I press the home button, it'll come here, and then I could gather in, for instance, if I wanted to have a campaign where I had a planet that I wanted to gather armies on a lot, I could just make it the home planet, and it's kind of convenient to be able to bounce to it quickly. And I think that's pretty much it. A couple of tips to be aware of. The teams have different personalities. When you choose the easy game, they'll almost always be conservative and they won't be quite as likely to come get you. The aggressive game will definitely be that way, although sometimes the best strategy in the aggressive game is just sit tight and let the other teams duke it out for a while, and then you can come in and clean up. The modern game is probably the more interesting one once you're pretty comfortable with the mechanics of the game. But anyway, have fun. It's been an adventure building this thing, and I look forward to seeing how people enjoy it.